VW's journey in India started back in 2007 with the iconic Polo. Over the years, it has introduced a number of products which has helped the brand to have a fair amount of fan following. However, high service cost and expensive spare parts have acted as a deterrent for the customers. That changed with the India 2.0 project, which aimed to localize about 95% of the products it launches in the market. The first product under the project was the Taycan. We were recently invited by Volkswagen India to be part of the 1 year anniversary celebration of the Taycan compact SUV in Ambi Valley near Pune. While we got to experience the vehicle in the airstrip at Ambi Valley, we also got an opportunity to chat with Mr. Ashish Gupta, Brand Director of Volkswagen Passenger Cars India. Since its launch in September 2021, the SUV has garnered around 45,000 bookings so far, with deliveries to 28,000 customers. In fact, the company has managed to increase its yearly sales by 56% in FY22 over FY21 on the back of the Taycan and the Tiguan SUV. Meanwhile, since its launch in June 2022, the company has delivered more than 7,000 units of the Virtus till September. Interestingly, about 20% of the existing VW customers have upgraded to the Taycan, while 10% of the customers have opted to upgrade to the SUV through the company's Dash Wealth Auto exchange program. In the compact SUV segment, the company claims that the Taycan enjoys a 10% market share. Besides, the compact SUV from VW has also fared well in the exports markets.
Yeah, so we are exporting right now for the last, I would say, 8 or 9 months to Mexico. There, the product has been very well received. In fact, it has already become a kind of an iconic product in Mexico as well. We've started exports to South Africa and some sub-Saharan countries as well. Very well received. In the export market, I think the Volkswagen brand is very well established. Mexico is one of the largest markets for the Volkswagen brand. We are a kind of market leaders in the Mexican market. So any product from the Volkswagen brand itself is very well received, right? So, and if you look at the USPs, I think the design of the car, the kind of features it has, and the kind of safety it offers is unmatched.
Although the results of the India 2.0 project do look impressive, but the company has had its fair share of challenges while working on the project. Even though the target was to have 95% localization level for the products, VW India has only managed to source 91% of the components locally. Gupta noted that the 4% gap is mainly because of the supply chain shortages that the industry has seen in the past couple of years. But he assured that the company is well on its way to attain the set target.
When you are bringing a new platform and a new car into the country, getting that know-how into your supplier base, into developing components which for the first time in the country, coupled with the COVID situation that you had right at the time when we were ramping up capacities. So those are the kind of challenges which existed, but I'm sure these kind of challenges exist for any project that any company does, right? So you have to be aware and you have to find solutions to the challenges. That's it.
Despite the challenges, VW India has still managed to serve the expected build quality that the customers have always expected from the brand. Recently, the India-made Taycan achieved a 5-star safety rating for both adults and children from the global safety watchdog GNCAP, proving VW's commitment towards safety. The compact SUV comes with loads of active and passive safety features. As standard, the SUV comes with 40 safety features including electronic stability control, 3-point seat belts, and adjustable headrest for all occupants. Tire pressure deflation warning, ISOFIX for child seats, and up to 6 airbags add to the vehicle's safety quotient. Additionally, the company claims to have used galvanized steel, laser welded roof, and side protection beam for the MQB A0iN platform, which also enhances the SUV's safety. Speaking of the platform, the MQB A0iN platform, on which the Taycan is based, has been derived from the company's global MQB A0 platform, which underpins the likes of the VW Golf, Passat, along with the Audi A3 and the Q2.
No, I think the platform basically remains similar as the global MQB A0 platform. What was done for the Indian platform was to first of all increase the wheelbase a little bit because we needed a bigger car for the Indian market, and some changes in terms of the rigidity of the platform which are required for Indian driving conditions. So those are the fundamental changes, but more or less the platform remains similar to what is available globally.
Besides the platform, the engine used on the products under the India 2.0 project have also been tuned to suit the Indian conditions.
Of course, you have to adapt to the local regulations. You have to adapt to the local driving conditions in terms of the outputs of the engines and the driving dynamics. Those are regular changes that any car that you bring, any manufacturer brings into the country has to do.
The Taygon is offered with a choice of two globally acclaimed TSI engines, a 1-liter unit mated to either a 6-speed manual or a 6-speed torque converter and produces 110 PS of power and 178 Newton meters of torque. The larger 1.5-liter unit, which is offered only in the GT line, gets paired with a 6-speed manual or a 7-speed DSG to make 150 PS of power and 250 Newton meter of torque. Additionally, the company, standing on its philosophy of maximum power, minimum consumption, has added cylinder deactivation to the 1.5-liter TSI unit, which allows to switch off two of the cylinders in low load conditions to increase fuel efficiency. Meanwhile, since its launch, VW India has also enhanced the fuel efficiency of the 1-liter unit by 6% in the dynamic line variants. Speaking of the updates, the Taygon, since its launch, has seen quite a few feature additions and quality enhancements in view of the customer demands.
In the Taygon, for example, if you see, we introduced idle start-stop as standard, which was one of the feedback from the customers. We improved the quality of the roof liner. A lot of other improvements have also been made, small improvements that have been made in the car as we have gone along, right?
In addition to these changes, as a part of its 1-year anniversary celebration, VW India introduced the first anniversary edition for the Taygon, available in the best-selling dynamic line and top line variants. The special edition variant of the Taygon gets first anniversary badging across the exterior and the interior, in addition to 11 specially developed elements such as rising blue paint shade, Hilux fog lamps, body-colored door garnish, black C-pillar graphics, black roof foil, door edge protector, black ORVM caps, window visor, along with aluminium pedals.
So upgradation and enhancements are a continuous process. You don't build a car for 1 year or 2 years. It's typically a 7 to 10 year life cycle that a car has. And along the way, you have to keep on making enhancements, whether it is in interiors or in features or electrics or electronics. And those are things which we will continue to look at the market, look at what customers want, and keep on adding to our cars.
While working on enhancing the customer experience through adding new features and working on after-sales service of the product, VW India is also committed to move to an electrifying future. VW globally has stated in the past that it intends to be carbon neutral on its balance sheet by 2050. By 2030, Volkswagen Group aims to launch around 70 pure E models, of which work has already started on around 20 models. Additionally, by the end of the decade, there will be around 60 hybrid vehicles in the product portfolio, of which just over half are already in production.
So I think electric journey in India is going to be a 2 or 3 step one. The first step will be to bring our global portfolio into the country either through FBU route or through local assembly, the parts and components route. The mass electrification will happen only in the second half of this decade, and that is what will call for localization, right? Because volumes and scale can come only if you localize. The major component to localize, of course, would be battery, and those discussions will happen at their due time.
Gupta believes that mass electrification will only take off in India around 2025 to 2027 because high degrees of localization is required for the same. However, with the Taygon and the Virtus, the company has taken a step towards the right direction, and the sales volumes are evidence of that. With the India 2.0 project, VW India has managed to sustain the quintessential German quality in terms of build, safety, and drivability expected from its products, along with lowering the service cost and spare part prices, which were a bottleneck for the brand earlier. With continuous upgrades to these products, it is expected that Volkswagen India will grow its market share on the back of its brand values added to the newly found advantage of the India-made products.